Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing Escape From Tarkov in its minimum and recommended GPU requirements. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's take a closer look at the GPUs. This is the GTX 1660, the minimum requirements card for this game. And this is based on the Turing architecture. It released 6 years ago in March of 2019. And it features 1408 CUDA cores, 6GB of GDDR5 on a 192-bit memory bus. It's interesting that this is the minimum requirement GPU for this game because they actually released Escape From Tarkov in 2017 in early access. It's only now that we're having the Steam release, the full-on 1.0 version, completed game, supposedly. I've had a ton of different issues, by the way, to get it working, but I digress. Let's see the recommended GPU now, and this is the GeForce RTX 4070, an Ada Lovelace GPU released in 2023, and this has 5888 CUDA cores, 12GB of GDDR6X memory running on a 192-bit memory bus. So this is a pretty beefy GPU for a recommended requirements card in Escape From Tarkov, in my opinion, especially when the game looks like that. But hey, maybe the optimization of the game is incredible and we don't really need these GPUs to get good frame rates. Let's find out. Also, the RAM requirement for this game on the recommended requirements, 64 GB. What are you doing? All right, let's move on. And here we have the GTX 1660 with the latest Nvidia drivers installed. You can check out all of its specs here in TechBarUp's GPU-Z. And over on the left, I'm pairing it with the i5-12600KF and 32GB of RAM. The CPU is also overclocked to 5.1 GHz. Alright, I'm hearing someone. Actually, there's a guy right there. He's shooting at us. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me just go to the settings, dude. I really need to find the settings. Okay. All right. I think we're good, guys. So we're at 1080p resolution here, utilizing the high settings preset. And I disabled the FSR 3, which was set to quality by default, as well as some of these settings like chromatic aberration, noise. Why would you want noise in your game? And Z-blur. Don't know what that means, but it has blur, so I don't like it. Anyway, so this is high settings at 1080p resolution, basically, and 1080p native resolution as well. This is very impressive because, again, this is minimum requirements GPU, and I feel like it is way better than what the minimum requirements GPU should be like. So I feel like something like a GTX 1050 would also be capable of running this game pretty well, since we're getting like 85 FPS average. Certainly, this will drop from 60 FPS, since the FPS dropped a little bit into the 60s sometimes. Okay, here we go again. Hopefully I won't get killed in like 10 seconds like before. Oh boy, this is also the practice mode, so we're playing against bots here, okay? Because I really don't know what I'm doing when it comes to Tarkov, alright? But I'm learning as we go, guys. So I just got this tactical rig thingy over here. Alright, this guy doesn't really have a weapon, unfortunately. So we'll have to go with our knife still, and if I come across someone, I'm probably gonna die again. Oh, there's a skateboard. Can I grab it? Please! I would like to go with the skateboard. Ooh. Grenades? Are you serious? Alright, I'll put this in my hand. Yes, I got a grenade, guys. I got a grenade. We're ready to blow up some enemies. Hell yes. Alright, also, can we search this car over here? It probably has some interesting loot, right? Because it's like an armored vehicle. No, I don't think we can search anything there. Alright, let's keep on going. I want to find an area with like some vegetation because I feel like it's going to drop a little bit. We're seeing a little bit of vegetation here and it's already dropping into the 60s. But look at that GPU utilization. Could it be that this is a CPU bottleneck? CPU bound scenario. Right away, like nothing is happening. Oh, it takes a really long time to loot enemies here in this game. Ah! I knew it! I knew I was hearing someone! Please die! Please die! Yes, stay there! Nice! Nice! Are we gonna get the gun? Yes, sir! He's dead! That's amazing! Whoa! Thank God for that grenade, dude! So this is a shotgun right now. I don't want this one. Scav vest. Ah! 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 He's over there. He's above us. How can I equip the weapon, please? Equip the... Where is the weapon? What, did I actually get it? Hello? Number 2? Yes, there we go. There we go. We got the shotgun. We got the shotgun. And the flashlight. There he is. There's the bastard we want to kill. Okay, I'm not sure how many bullets we have. I hope enough for this. There we go. There we go. That was easy. That guy just stood there waiting for us to kill him. Great stuff. Thanks, dude, for not moving. Okay, so we got a couple of weapons now. How can I use this? Oh, tactical rig. This is another tactical rig. So I'm just gonna open it. Well, there are slugs inside of here. Very nice. Okay. Noodles! All right, I'll take that. Oh, and he has some water. Can we use the water? Wait, only 9 waters. Yes? I will drink 9 waters now. Look at this. Beautiful. Okay, okay. Now we're talking, guys. Now we're talking. Also, I really don't like the fact that when you're running, you can't really move your mouse too much. And your sensitivity changes. And especially when you stop running. Like, look at this. It slows down by so much. Also, 50 FPS right now. Damn, that's crazy. It's not due to the GPU though, because you can see the GPU usage going down. 70%, 80% at times. So I think it's a CPU bottleneck. This game must be super CPU intensive. I think I'm gonna have to test the 4070 with the 9800X3D because otherwise it's just gonna be a CPU benchmark. Alright, but yeah, it's quite playable. Oh my gosh, what the hell happened? What was that? Flashbang or something? Claymore? What the heck is going on? I don't understand. I just died. What happened there? I am a complete noob at this. Kill in action. But that was way better than the first game, right? Okay, guys, so I think that's it for the high settings here. 1080p resolution. I think we should try it on Ultra, actually. Like, we were CPU bound a few times, and we were getting around 80 FPS on average after all, so I think on Ultra settings, the preset here, will work pretty well with the minimum requirements GPU. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's so weird, right? Minimum requirements will play on Ultra, probably. Okay, so I didn't realize, but the Ultra settings also has FSR3 set to quality by default. Let's turn it off. This is probably not a great idea, guys, to play PvP, but it's the last game that I'll try here on the GTX 1660. High settings did work pretty well at 60 plus FPS most of the time. Ultra settings is dropping us a little bit from 60, as you can see, into the 50s, more often than previously, of course. I can feel a bit of a slowdown here and there, but the GPU utilization is also not pegged at 99%, so I feel like, again, maybe it's just CPU bottleneck scenario. Could be VRAM this time. Yeah, it is definitely VRAM, actually. Look, this is insane. We're getting 6 gigabytes of VRAM allocation there. 6 gigabytes. But the RAM is maxing out on this PC at 32 gigs almost. Yeah, I don't think I have seen that before. This is crazy. Okay, this is a player, actually. What? No way! No way! We actually got one! Wait, come on. Oh, come on. No! Well, at least we got one. Okay, due to the VRAM being maxed out and the RAM being maxed out somehow, let's try another one here on the 1660. I'll select the low textures, just to make sure that it doesn't go above 6 gigabytes, and the rest of the settings are going to be set to the Ultra preset here with native 1080p resolution as well. Let's save that, restart the game. Alright, here we go, guys. So the VRAM usage is now below 4 gigabytes. The RAM is alright as well. Hopefully we will see 99% GPU usage all of the time, and the drops weren't really related to a CPU bottleneck, but maybe from a VRAM bottleneck instead, dropping our GPU utilization. I think that's what happened, because right now yeah, this is pegged at 100%. We're looking in the same general direction as previously, and it is not dropping from 60 FPS, and it's not slowing down at all. So much more stable experience right now, guys. Do I want to go upstairs? I'm not sure. Probably not, actually. Let's go downstairs. I want to explore a little bit more of the city here, not stay within this little area that we've already explored. This is where it dropped the GPU usage. 96%, by the way. 95. Okay, so it's starting to drop into the 50s again. GPU utilization is not maxing out anymore. I don't know what's going on, guys. This game is just really inconsistent. I don't know how they've managed to do this, honestly. It's been in the works since forever, right? I've been waiting for a full release on Steam since years ago. Like, I was really looking forward to play this game back when it released, but it wasn't on Steam, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait for it to drop on Steam because they talked about it being on Steam later on in its life cycle. But yeah, now that it is, there's a guy over there. He probably has a weapon. This is terrible, guys. Starting with a knife is just so limiting here. Oh, he saw us. I am screwed. I am screwed. But yeah, now that it is on Steam, it's just not well optimized, as you can see. This is a 5.1 gigahertz 12600KF. It's being utilized at below 30% most of the time. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's get in here. Get in here, I said. Please just... Okay, let's go around. Yeah. Oh, my God. Okay, break this. Break this. Break it all. Come on. All right, there we go. I'm inside. I'm inside. Please, game, give me a weapon. That's not a weapon. Please, game, give me a weapon. Is this sunlight? No, definitely not. It's way too dark down here. Oh, we got a weapon, guys. We got a weapon, guys. How do I check how many bullets we have? Maybe I gotta go here. Unload. Reload. No loaded magazines. Load. Oh, boy. What's going on? Did I drop the mag? Yes. Of course. God damn it. How do I not have space for that? I just had it in my hand. Can I just pick it up and load it into the gun? What the hell, bro? I'm just gonna go now. When I find a backpack, I will be able to grab my magazine to load it into the gun. Maybe there's a better way to do that, of course, but I'm just a noob here, and I'm not really liking this too much. I should have played the tutorial, but you know what? I played the tutorial with an RTX 5080, and it was set to, like, low settings for some reason. Everything was looking horrible, so I stopped the tutorial to change the settings, and then the tutorial was gone. I wanted to play it again, but it was gone. It's not my fault that I didn't play the tutorial. Anyway, guys, I think that's about it. Unfortunately, Tarkov is not that well optimized. It runs, it is very playable on a 1660, which is the minimum requirements GPU, and I'm impressed about what this card can do. I am not impressed with the CPU optimization and these fluctuations that we keep seeing, like 83%, 87% GPU usage with 50 FPS and a 12600KF. I can't imagine how bad it would be with a slower CPU than this. Sure, you can play the game, you can enjoy the game if you forget about the performance, but I can't because I've trained myself to notice any little fluctuation and so on, and I don't think this is very enjoyable to me. Anyway, let's move on to the recommended requirements GPU. Alright, and here we have the RTX 4070 12GB GPU installed with the latest Nvidia drivers, of course. You can see all of its specs here in Tech Power-Up's GPU-Z, and over on the left we're pairing it now with a Ryzen 7 9800X3D and 32GB of RAM. That RAM usage is going up like crazy right now, probably because the game is loading and I got the ultra textures enabled. Yeah, that's definitely it, but I mean, how much VRAM do you need to play on ultra textures in this one? Okay, here we go. It's looking a lot better now, probably because of the different time of the day and clear weather, basically, clear skies. And we're getting 90s to 100, I guess. Couple of little spikes here and there. We also saw those previously. But let's start counting our FPS. So we're playing with a scav again. I think it's running out of VRAM. I'm pretty sure it is because, 26 gigabytes of RAM usage. Like, that is absolutely crazy and insane. I mean, it would be normal if we were playing at, like, 8K resolution, I believe. But this is not 8K resolution, guys. This is 1440p resolution, which I find pretty adequate for a 4070 here in this title, and the ultra settings preset, again, without DLSS or FSR and stuff like that. So this is native resolution here, and I'm seeing a little bit of fluctuation already on the GPU usage side of things, dropping to like 96% sometimes, 90, 80s. There's a guy over there, by the way. Did I get him? I think so. I think I got him. I'm hearing someone else screaming, though. Oh, there's a guy there. Oh, boy. I can barely see. Oh, boy. I can barely see. Come on. Come on. And I think there's another one somewhere around here. Yes. The guy there. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, this is bad. Is that a guy, actually? I don't think so. Where's the other one? No! Someone's shooting at us! Oh no, I actually got this one. Wait! It's all good, guys. It's all good. Someone shot at us with a shotgun, but I think we're fine. Yeah. There he is. Come on, come on. These must be bots, I think, right? Also, I'm not enjoying the slowdowns once again. 70-something% GPU usage, 80% GPU usage. This is kind of crazy. I would never expect this to happen with these specs in a game like this, Like, this should be optimized. It doesn't even look all that amazing, does it? It looks decent right now on ultra settings, but it's a little bit dated, not gonna lie. Alright, all good, guys, all good. I kind of want to loot the guys that we just killed, because they probably have decent guns and whatnot, right? I only have this one. Wait, there he is. Come on. Alright, there we go. Alright, we have a sniper rifle. This is really nice. Look at this. Actually looks pretty cool in this area. And yeah, it is smooth, guys. It is smooth, but I can feel the slowdowns. I think I would probably end up dropping it to 60 FPS locked all of the time, so I can't really notice any more slowdowns. 59 FPS right now while zooming in. This is really intensive. I knew this would be intensive, guys, because only the center of the screen is zoomed in at the moment whenever you're scoping into something. So that's always really intensive whenever you have the rest of the screen without being zoomed in and only the middle being zoomed in. Yeah, that's really demanding. Anyway, why am I reloading? Okay. Should I reload again? Yes, let's reload again, because the other mag had 4 bullets, and this one, I don't know how many it has. So, there's that. Can we zoom into that? Yeah, look at that. That looks quite good, actually. Not bad. But again, it's really inconsistent, guys. Why do the FPS drop? I thought maybe it was Nvidia Reflex doing something, but I disabled it right now, and it is exactly the same. So, And this is a 9800X 3D system. Could be VRAM bound once again, and it definitely is. It's using 12 gigabytes of VRAM and 27 gigabytes of RAM. So that could be a cause of slowdown. But as we saw with the GTX 1660, when we weren't VRAM bound with less than 4 gigabytes of VRAM allocation, it was still slowing down and it was still crap. I should have seen it coming because of all of the issues that they had while launching this game on Steam. I couldn't play this game for like 2 days or something like that. And then I had to verify the Steam files countless times, and it didn't work. And the only thing that worked for me to get the game running was installing their own launcher outside of Steam, launching the launcher, and then it would work on Steam. So it's so weird. So there's 2.5 minutes for extraction, but where will they extract us from? Map. There's no map in your inventory. Okay. See, this is why the tutorial is needed. But unfortunately, I couldn't replay the tutorial, and I got out of it. Oh, man. I will need to watch a video of someone else playing the tutorial, I guess, to learn how to play this thing. All right, let's see. Do I have ammo here? Wait, what is going on? Hello? Did I extract? Am I dead? Did the game crash? Hello? What's happening? Okay, the game didn't crash. Is that a good sign? I died, I think. I just missing in action. Right. You know what? That was enjoyable. I'll give it that. It's playable, and hopefully once we lower down the textures a little bit, it will be good on a 12GB GPU, and we will be able to achieve better stability. That's the main issue with this game, the stability. So let's go with high textures there. All right, here we go, guys. So it seems like from high to ultra textures, you go from 6GB of VRAM on high textures, as you can see, so half of what we got with the RTX 4070, that's really low, to like 20GB of VRAM usage on ultra settings or something crazy like that, right? Because it was using or allocating 27 gigs of RAM. So that is a difference of 15GB there. What the heck, dude? That is crazy. Okay, so to get away from here, we definitely need to go in this direction. Yeah, there we go. I see the sunlight. Beautiful. Very nice. It's actually not bad looking in this scene right here, for example. The light bouncing off the walls and everything. That looks nice. But again, the graphics are definitely a bit dated at this point. So we're seeing 100 FPS, 80 to 100 most of the time. GPU usage is fluctuating already, guys. Into the 86%. Yeah, 80 to 90% GPU usage is often happening. God damn it. That was a quick one. What are these menus, dude? Like, I'm staring at a blank thing for 20 seconds every time I die. And I die a lot in this one. Please, make it better. Oh, guys, I see why this game runs so poorly and is so CPU bound. It's on the Unity engine. Right. It could be worse. It could be Unreal. Ooh, look at that slowdown. GPU usage going down by a lot again. Dude, there is no saving this, right? Like, it's always going to have these slowdowns. You could, again, lock it to 60 frames per second and stay there all of the time, or almost all of the time if you zoom in with a scope. I'm truly disappointed, though, because this is a 9800X3D. It's the best CPU for gaming in the market. It probably doesn't really perform as well as it could, because I'm guessing this game doesn't really utilize the 3D cache very well, right? So it could be better, but they have done zero optimization when it comes to CPU-bound scenarios and CPU performance in this one. I think the next thing to try is 1080p resolution. Thankfully, we can actually change it here inside of the game. No need to restart. And as you can see, this shows us 60 to 70% GPU utilization. So it shows us the true performance of the 9800X3D, and it shows us that this game is indeed CPU bound. It's not a matter of VRAM, it's not a matter of RAM being maxed out or whatever. It's just CPU bound like crazy. And the 9800X3D doesn't even reach 100 FPS. In some areas it does, of course, but look at this. Looking at the middle here, it drops into the 70s. That is extremely rough. There's a guy walking around there. I think he saw us now. He's looking at us? Maybe? I'm not sure. It's way too dark right now. Hello. I'm gonna try to kill him with my sword over here. My cookery knife. Hell yes! Hell yes! There we go! Come on! Come... You... Just... Can you die, please? Like, this is way too much. This is way too much. Thank you. What the heck? Okay, I need to grab his gun now. And this, and reload the gun. That would be nice. This one doesn't have a flashlight, so I can't really see anything yet. Where are you? I'm pretty sure this is out of ammo. Okay, no, it wasn't. The guy actually reloaded one shot or two. Just one. All right. Nice. Anyway, that's been it. I'm super disappointed in this game's performance, CPU performance, because the GPU performance was quite nice, actually. I did not expect the minimum requirements card to be able to handle ultra settings with low textures, but still, it was playing it well. It's just that the game is so CPU bound that it wasn't even enjoyable like that because of the drops into the 50s and 40s and slowdowns and so on. It's just... yeah, it is rough. They need to optimize the game on the CPU front ASAP. Catch you in the next one. Love you all. Bye-bye.